Good morning. How do you recognize things that are false? How do you recognize things that are untrue? In Jude, in verse 19, Jude said, "These people are the ones who are creating divisions among you. They follow their natural instincts because they do not have God's Spirit in them." And Jude was talking about these false teachers that were coming into the church, and these were the things that they were doing. They were causing divisions. They were following their own natural instincts and not following what God was telling them to do. They were just kind of doing their own thing. And so Jude was warning the early Christians that he was talking to about that. Watch out for people that are creating divisions. Watch out for people that are not following what the word says. And so I'll ask that question again. How do you know something that's false? How do you know something that's not true? On Sunday, we talked about the more you know the truth, the more you are connected to the vine, the easier it is to notice things that are different than the truth, that are false. I was thinking of a garden, and I don't know how many of you out there are gardeners, but my wife likes to garden. I think of a garden where you plant all your flowers, maybe you're planting vegetables, different things like that. And the tendency is, if you don't take care of it, for weeds to grow up among the flowers, for weeds to grow up among the vegetables that you plant. And if you're not careful, those weeds can grow and kind of choke out the life of the flowers if they're not removed from the garden. And so periodically you need to go through and find the weeds and pull them out by the root and get rid of them so that the healthy plants that you want to grow can continue to grow and be healthy. And I think that's the same way, that's the same warning that Jude is giving to the church, that false teachers can come in and uproot the good things. False teachings can come in and, like weeds, grow among the flowers and then eventually choke out the good things. They can come in and disrupt and harm our understanding of the truth. So if we're not careful, that's what they're going to do. But we need to recognize those things and uproot them and get them out of our garden. Jesus kind of talked about this in the parable of the sower. He said, "Still others, like seed sown among thorns or weeds, they hear the word, but the worries of this life, the deceitfulness of wealth, and the desires of other things come in and choke out the word, making it unfruitful." And on Sunday, we talked about how if we're not producing fruit, then we're going to be cut off from the vine and thrown into the fire. So it's important that we focus in on that truth and not let the worries of life, the deceitfulness of wealth, the desires of other things to come in, all these things that false teachers are pushing to come in and choke out the truth. So as you continue on today, I just have a few things that I would like you to reflect on. The first is this. What are some weeds or false ideas, false teachings that you've encountered in your life? And then second, how do you know those things are false? And then today, maybe identify one of those false ideas or false beliefs or false teachings that you've encountered, and then do some research. One of the things my dad always told me when I had questions was, one, have you prayed about it? And two, what does the Bible have to say about it? So if there's something in your life that you're questioning, if there's something that you've heard that you're not sure if it's true, the best thing that we can do is do some research, dive into the Bible, look to see what the Bible has to say about it, and then discuss it with someone that you trust, someone that is a good, solid Christian that can help you find the answers that you need. So continue to pray for you this week, and we'll see you tomorrow.